So after the disappointment of the playoffs, once again we find ourselves in League One. However, we've spent some money. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back. It's the Folkestone Invicta save. I'm Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And here we are on the finance page. £6.3 million in the bank. We've had a big spike in terms of money come into the club. We've had a bit of money put into the transfer budget. None of it's come from the new owners, which is the fans. They are led by, I can't even remember his name now. What's his name? Fraser Turner. Led by Fraser Turner. Yes, lots of money into the club, and I think you can guess where it's come from. It's come from Callum Davies, who decided to join Man City for £9 million. Lots of clubs interested in him as the window opened, and Man City pounced reasonably quickly for a guy that we bought on a free, and he played quite a lot last season for us. He's gone back to Manchester, but to rival the club that he started at Man United, we picked him up on a free. Man City then paid £9 million for him. So, we'll keep an eye on him and see how he progresses. He's clearly got very good potential, otherwise big clubs wouldn't come in for him. But that one season of getting a good amount of game time seems to be all he needed. I'm going to assume he's not in the Welsh national team just yet, the full team. No, it doesn't look like it. Is he still in the under-20s or the under-21s? He's not in there. Under-21s? He's not starting centre midfield for them. He's there. He's on the bench. So it'll be very interesting to see. I mean, is he quite easily the highest value player? He is in the under-21. So yeah, he must be pretty highly rated. So we've got the money from Callum Davies and we have reinvested that into some new signings, so let's go and check them out. So first up, as a breakthrough prospect, we've bought on a free transfer from Tottenham, Jason Roberts, central midfielder, can play sort of all down the spine other than striker. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of good potential on him, however unambitious, determination's really low, so not too sure how much he's going to progress, but I thought we'd get him in and see what he can do in the under-23s and then see if he's ready for a bit of senior football later on in the save. Next up, Tony Pilic joins us on a free transfer, actually confirmed this one towards the back end of last season. He was found by my scouts in the Croatian under-21 team, I think it was. He's played 6 under-21 caps. Didn't have a club. We've picked him up. Really good determination, good teamwork, good bravery. He's okay. Not too sure how much he's going to progress, but only £300 a week. Breakthrough prospect. Has got the potential there. We'll have to wait and see what he turns into. Alin Lazar is very similar as well. He's come in Romanian under-21 international. Used to play for Lazar in Spain. We've bought him in as a striker. He'll be in the under-23s, getting some game time. We'll see how many he scores. Likes to argue with officials. Very determined, which is good, which means he should be able to reach his potential, which isn't highly rated, but his physical stats are very, very good. So hopefully he can improve his technicals while he's here, and we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, not too much to report at the moment. We'll get on to the bigger signings in just a minute. Bojan Vold joins us as well. Really good physical stats. Good finishing, good first touch, good heading. Needs to work on his composure. Off the ball's pretty decent. Another striker in the under-23s. He was signed on a free transfer from Waldorf. Probably enjoyed their salads. That's such a dad joke. He actually rated highly in Germany playing for Waldorf, so I thought we'd give him a go. Not too bad, the stats. He's here on a 3-year contract. We thought we'd give him a long time to see if he can fill this potential. He's got 3 years in the under-23, so we'll see how he gets on. But 9 under-21 caps, 4 under-21 goals for Norway. I'm hoping he can score quite a few in the under-23s and maybe progress, but we'll keep an eye on him as well. So it was mentioned at the back end, I think, of the last episode, or in the last episode, Tony Weston joins on a permanent deal, £775 a week, so really not paying him too much at all. Good pace, good finishing. He's been with the club for a couple of years now on loan. His first season was really, really good. He didn't really live up to it in the second season, was more pushed to the side and more had substitute appearances than starts. But 3 goals in 20 wasn't brilliant, 6.74, but on a free transfer to bring him in, I think it's quite a useful deal to do. So Tony Weston joins the club, 23 years old, here on a proper permanent deal now. And hopefully we'll get a lot out of him while he's here. So next up, the first of our more experienced fullbacks that has come in. Ryan Fredericks, free transfer from Qarabag. So Champions League experience for them, the 36 games he played. He played well for them as well. Been around a little bit. West Ham, then moved to West Brom. Then he was signed by Granada for 2.9 million. Went back to the English Football League to Swansea. Didn't really play. Went on loan to Qarabag. Sorry, no, we picked him up on a free from Swansea. Yeah. And then we've signed him on a free. Not the best of starts. 6.3 after one game. But we'll see how he progresses. He's got very good stats. Stamina's a bit shit. But pace, acceleration, crossing, dribbling, marking, passing, tackling, technique. Technically, he's got everything we need. And we'll see how it is. It's only a year contract, so again, it's very similar to the Sam Byram situation of last year, is that if it doesn't work out, then it's only a year, so it doesn't really matter. And that is followed by the experienced wing-back on the other side, which is Luke Garbutt, the left wing-back, left winger. Again, stamina's not the best, but pace is decent, acceleration's good, crossing's good, dribbling's okay, first touch is good, passing's good, technique's good. He's got everything he needs to work, really. But again, one appearance, a 6.3. We've got him from Rotherham. He did play well last year in League One, which is sort of favourable. Didn't make the step up to the Championship very well, but yeah, he's been a pretty consistent performer in League One, so I'm hoping we get one more season out of him that's pretty good. It is a one-year contract again, so if it doesn't work out, it's not too much of a big deal. But yeah, I think I'm more happy with Garbutt than I am with Fredericks, but we'll have to wait and see. The left wing-back position needed strengthening much more than the right wing-back position. So I'm happy that he's in. I think he'll do a good job. Then we brought in another youngster, young attacking midfielder slash right winger, but we don't use right wingers. Tobin Olson, 4 under-21 caps for Denmark, 0 goals at the moment on a free from Ternana in Italy, Serie B. They paid 31k for him. We picked him up on a free transfer. Probably won't amount to very much, but I just thought it's good to bolster our under-23s with numbers and see what he can do, because he has got some decent stats. Pace, stamina, acceleration, dribbling, first touch is all very good. Passing is not bad for someone of his age. 20 years old. We'll see how he gets on. A 2-year contract. Chances are he won't get a new one, but we'll see what he can do while he's at the club. And then we get into the transfers where we've actually spent the money that Callum Davies has won. So first up, Matteo Pato joins on loan from Udinese. £1.2 million worth of his value. £6,000 a week we're paying for him to come on loan. Really good central midfielder. First touch, passing, tackling, vision, work, great positioning, all great. Composure's good. Finishing could be a bit better. But balance is up there. Physicals are good, mentals are good, technicals are good where he needs them. I think he's going to be absolutely brilliant for us on loan from Udinese. We are paying quite a lot. 110k is the fee for the whole year, and we're paying £6,000 of his wages as well. Hoping that he can make a difference for us. We've signed some players that I'm hoping will give us that push into the next, so that we don't have to go to the playoffs again and we get one of the top 2 spots. That's what we want. And I think this guy will drive us there from central midfield. Hasn't played yet. Jaden Harris and Kokobinski have started very well in the league in the one game we've played. So, yeah, he hasn't actually come onto the pitch yet in the league, but we'll see. A bit of versatility as well. Centre-back, normal midfielder and a holding midfielder if we do decide to change the formation. But very happy to get him in on loan from Udinese. We've then also signed Ibrahim Sissoko from Charlton. We bought him in for 65k. He was in the Championship, didn't do much for Charlton in the Championship, but they bought him after a season at Chamois Notoy, who would have been very happy to get money for him when he didn't really play for them. He's been a very interesting career. He's got good stats. He's tall, he can head the ball, he can finish, he's got decent composure, bravery's good, jumping reach is good. He offers us something different off the bench. He became a bit of a needed signing when Bologna got injured, so Bologna's out for 3 weeks. So he gives us something else off the bench, a bit like Christian Benteke, but younger. 3.5k a week is a little bit much, but it is only a 1-year contract. We'll see how he gets on. In terms of history, he hasn't really scored goals anywhere he's been, but a lot of the time he hasn't really played since the game's been started. He took quite a long time out of the game, weirdly. 2018-19 to 2023-24, he just sort of didn't exist. So I don't know what's happened there. But yeah, he's in. Avoids using weaker feet. Plays as a target man with his back to goal. We'll see how he gets on. But he was at £65,000 we spent on him. And then, Roman Brions for £1 million, I think it was. Yes, £1 million. Folkestone Invicta's second most expensive signing. We'll get onto the most expensive one in a minute. Yeah, I think 19 years old. I think he's really highly rated potentially. Unambitious again could be an issue, but we've taken some risks. So we've sort of replaced the money we've got for Callum Davies. We've spent that and invested it on facilities, which we'll get into in a minute, and then two younger players which I think are either going to progress really well and take us to the next level, or they're going to progress enough so we sell them for a profit. And I think if we're not getting money from the board in terms of transfers, this is something we need to focus on in doing. So he comes in from Valle, £1 million. He's physically, he's not brilliant, but as a central midfielder, I think the stamina, the pace, the balance, the acceleration is good. Natural fitness means he can get up and down. Great work rate, great vision for his age. Off the ball needs improving, but decisions, determination, passing, technique, first touch, long shots. I think there's something about him, and the scouts were impressed when they were scouting some under 21 competition. Or something under 19, I don't know what it was. The scouts found him, and then I went and took a punt on him. But yeah, potentially 5-star, 4-star potential rated. I think he's going to be pretty good in terms of are currently operating at National League level, potential to be a Premier League central midfielder in the future. So it's massively looking at the potential that this guy's got. Good pace, a couple of positions, a physical player, performing well in training. Yeah, I think he's going to be very good. And I really hope he progresses, and I really hope that personality, if we can get him into some mentoring, I'm hoping we can change that to even balanced would be better than unambitious. So we'll see how he progresses. But for £1 million, Roman Briones, I'll tell you what, let's make this easier. Roman is in the van, so let me know what you think about him in the comments below. And then last but not least, for £1.2 million, we've bought in a guy from Independiente who's actually played for them in the first team. He didn't do very well, but again, potential wise, 4.5-star potentially could be up to. Centre back, 6 foot, physicals are really, really good for his age. I mean, the mental stats are pretty good. Determination, he's a realist, which isn't the best, but great work rate, great teamwork, great determination. Composure and bravery could be better. Anticipation's okay. Decisions is good. Concentration's good. Marking's good. Tackling's good. Yeah, we probably paid a little bit over the top for him for 1.2 million, but I think to get him out of Argentina and into England, operating at a League 2 level at the moment, needs to improve his passing. But yeah, again, potential to be a Premier League central defender in the future. So we're paying for that potential. That's Callum Stevens. If we could look at one of our... Why can't you look at... get your scouts to give you something? Ross, what's you? Judging ability 12, judging potential 10. So currently operating at League 1 level, potential to be a Premier League central defender. I think we're in the right direction. Oh, we've also signed David Platt as well as a coach, which is absolutely incredible. David Dunn is probably our best all-round coach, and they have him as the second. He has him as the second best centre back at the club. So it is interesting, and it's a weird thing where we're just bringing in Argentinians, which is I've got nothing against it. But good pace, couple of positions, a leader, already at League 1 level, could be a Premier League and a high work rate and a realistic outlook on things. I think Carlos Esteban Trotta is going to be pretty damn good for us in the future. Just get that heading up. Hopefully he'll have a growth spurt at some point as well. But 21 years old, he joins Folkestone Invicta in League 1 from Independiente. I'm sure he'll get used to the surroundings. I'm sure Folkestone is just like Argentina. I'm sure he'll settle in easily. And that is all the ins that we've had at the moment. The transfer window is still open. In terms of the outs, Piscicanella, we knew he was leaving. Ionita, we knew he was leaving. And Callum Davies is the only one out for £9 million at the moment. Released players, that is the one I want to click on. Yeah, released players. Benteke retired. Sam Byram ran out of contract, as did Yan Danda, Andu Arkway, Okocha, Lukaku, Frey, Battersby and Cabrera as well. Most of them have found new clubs. I think it's just the people you'd expect haven't. Luka Koko went to Bradford, which is a good move for him. Joshua Kocha has moved to Fleetwood. He needed a club last time I looked, which is good. Uwakwe is still a free agent, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. And Yan Danda is still a free agent. He probably won't have too much interest in him at all, to be honest. Someone asked me, can I go and look at my ex-favourite players? So I'm going to go and look at William Ward, because he was very, very good for us when we voted. He's changed his hair. He's cut his hair. He had long hair when he played for us. But as a youngster, he was doing very, very well. Then moved to Maidenhead on loan. And he's been sticking in the National League South. Got relegated with Braintree recently, but has been scoring goals, which is very, very good to see for William Ward there. Very happy about that. Should we go and see who else we've sort of let go? over the time. Taylor Crossdale at Carlisle. Did he come back up? No, he stays. So he stays in League 2. 9 goals in 37. So they did play him quite a lot in that first season. He seems to be starting for them again. So hopefully he can do okay for them. Graciak, the goalkeeper, worth £57,000. I could have tried to bring him back, really. We have got money, and I do want a goalkeeper. Should we just see if we can say, we'll give you 55k? 625k? No. I'm not paying you that much for a goalkeeper I used to have. Casper has gone to Swindon. He's now transfer listed, but he is listed for more than they bought from. No, he's listed at 3.5. 1 appearance, 1 conceded this year, or last year. I didn't see that properly. Cabrera moved to Atlanta. These are all loans. Eric and Annan Ocon's gone out on loan again. Should we see who else we've moved on? Stan Flaherty has retired. That's a shame. He was always quite good. Jamie Masco at Bolton is now Boston. Is now a free transfer as a left wing back. Christian Grant, we've still got. He's still here. He just went out on loan to Concord Rangers. Ocon's still there. Casper's there. Lapstill has retired from QPR. Zeki Fries has retired. Ibsen Rossi is now at Lecco. So he's now got another free transfer move after not playing for Viz Pizzardo. Taylor Crossdale we've looked at, and Tyler Reid, who we sold to Burton, is still there but now transfer listed. So we did do pretty well out of our business. They haven't really gone on to progress anywhere. But the main one we need to focus on looking into the future is Callum Davies, to see how he gets on, because that's a big transfer fee that Man City have paid for him, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Man City are managed by... I can't remember who they're managed by now. Let's go and have a look. Come on, catch up. So Man City, he's in the under-23s. The overview there, managed by... Oh yeah, Nagelsmann. Julian Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann, the German, who in real life is in charge of Leipzig? Something like that. Might even be Dortmund. I don't know. But there's been a huge merry-go-round. Pep Guardiola is now the manager of PSG after managing Liverpool. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. But Man City, do you want to see their last team they put out? Edison in goal. Max Aarons, Bogalu at the back, who's very good for a 23-year-old, £49 million. Todibo, Jacobs, Elshot, Lorenzo Martinez, Palacios, Frankie de Jong. Cherky's in there as well. He's a good little player. If you're looking for someone to buy early doors in the game, Cherky is very, very good. And Guillen starts up for bloody hell. He's amazing for a 22-year-old. I can't wait till we're at that level. Elite striker at the age of 22. Absolutely ridiculous. But into the schedule. Friendlies at the beginning of the season all went okay, or as you would expect. We lost to Crystal Palace, we lost to Charlton, which was disappointing, but Christian Grant got sent off. Beat Dover, drew with Bristol, drew with Southend, beat Dorking, beat Torquay, beat Brickhouse, drew with Salford, and then got the league underway by beating Crewe 3-0 at home. Stansfield getting a brace and Humphrey scoring from a corner. We drew with Brentford in the League Cup. Harry Charsley put us in ahead with the penalty. Josh Da Silva scored a banger from the edge of the area with his left foot. Kokubinski missed the only penalty that was missed in the shootout, and that was that. And Fabinho isn't the one that is currently playing at Liverpool. So that was a shame, but they are in the Championship. They are a league above us, so we did pretty well to go to Brentford and get a draw, which was good. But today we're going to be playing Bolton in the first game of the new season as a live com. And then we will be back for probably deadline day, because I imagine I want to spend this money before it gets taken away from me. So, that's what I forgot to say. We are also investing a lot of the £9 million we got in improving youth facilities after it got cancelled last time. We're improving the training facilities. We've already improved the data analysis facilities, and they couldn't find me a senior affiliate. But hopefully Fraser Turner is storing some money under a mattress somewhere and can pull it out when we need it in the future. I've got a B overall, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. They're concerned about some money, about deals. Don't worry about that. Oh, and Kukubinski is joining us permanently on the 1st of January, which is absolutely wonderful because he's very, very good. A 7.17 when we had him on loan, a 7.08 last year, and he started this year on an 8.3 in one game, which is wonderful. We're not on the game day yet, so when we get back to it, we'll be taking on first placed Bolton Wanderers. See you then. Okay, so here we are for the game. This is how we line up. Dennis in goal, Humphreys, Ashby and Costanzo at the back, Fredericks and Garbutt at the wing backs, Harris and Kokubinski in the middle, Charsley in the attack midfield role, Weston and Stansfield up front. They have a team nearly completely full of new gens. Brockbank and Colvin are the only two players that aren't new gen generated, and Brockback looks okay. Colvin looks okay, but coming up against a similar, well, exactly the same formation, a 5-2-1-2, which is very interesting. Their goalkeeper is Dyer, who looks better than Dyer. He looks pretty good on loan from Birmingham. But let's get into the team talk. We will assertively say we owe Bolton after what happened in the last time. So the 3-0 win against Crewe was very, very good for the opening day of the season, and I'm hoping we can take that form with us into the game against Bolton, where we're going to just drop to balanced on this one because Bolton are a strong team. They are top of the table at the moment. They've played a game extra to us. We're, I think, the only team that's played one game so far in the league. And Cardiff and MK Dons. Okay, so there are a couple of other teams as well. But 9 minutes in, Garbutt with a throw in into Stansfield. Ball across. Colvin heads it away. Connolly clears. Wright will pick it up and gets past Humphreys quite easily. He goes to the right hand side, shoots, and Dennis makes the save. Pretty easy there. Let's go back to positive. Not too happy with the fact that we're giving the ball away there and not starting well. So 15 minutes in, 0-0, and we're yet to have a shot in the game, which is very disappointing, to be honest. We're normally a lot better than this, but we need to make it work. We need to get something here and get it to click. So on the bench, Sissoko, Grant. I didn't go through the bench, so Sissoko, Grant, Valanto's on there as well, or Valapto, whatever his name is. Kenyon's in. Good save from Dennis again, who's just signed the new contract, but Kenyon was offside anyway. So Trotta, Luzhnik, Roman, Volpato and Turner on the bench. Dennis plays it short to Costanzo. Costanzo goes out wide with a good ball to Fredericks. Fredericks on the right hand side, goes forward looking for Weston, flicks it on, but Stansfield can't get there. Colvin back to Dyer, into Plazak. Plazak out to Connolly on the left hand side. Into Young, over the top looking for Wright, who does get there. And puts a ball in. Cooper's in acres of space. Baker shoots, it's deflected down, but the rebound shot goes wide. And I'd say it's a pretty even game, but that would be a lie, because we are massively getting outplayed right now. Cooper brings the ball forward. Dinks it in. Connolly's there. Dennis with the save. Let's just try and keep the ball a little bit. Go a bit shorter passing. Try and keep the ball. Get creative though. On to cautious. And hopefully we can get to half time at 0-0. Then we can have a little rethink and maybe bring some subs on at the half time mark. Constanzo up to Stansfield. Back to Garbutt. Garbutt to Harris. Harris to Garbutt. Into Costanzo. Long. Stansfield flicks it on. Plazak gets it away. Costanzo will have a bit of time on the ball. Picks out Garbutt. Garbutt comes forward. Ball in. Stansfield. He is not fouled. It normally stops like that when there's a foul, but Humphreys keeps it alive. Fredericks is on the ball. Don't lose it there. Do not lose it there. He didn't. Kokobinski into Harris. Harris out to Garbutt, which is a good ball. Garbutt, can he beat his man and put a cross in? He does. It's deflected and Dyer gets it away. And 0-0 at half time. We've had one shot, which is absolutely dreadful. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. I think that's all they need to hear, to be honest. Stansfield's having a shocker. Charsley's having a shocker. Fredericks is having a shocker. And Ashby's having a shocker as well. So we'll let them all try and atone for their errors in that first half. As Ashby goes to the right, he's overhit that, and Fredericks is never going to get it. But yeah, not the best of halves from a Folkestone point of view. Let's go back to positive and try and get the ball forward. Try and get ourselves on the front foot. That's what we need to do more of. Right over the free kick, swings it in. Colvin's there. It's gone in. Ryan Colvin with his second goal of the season. And you can't argue against Bolton deserving it. They've played very, very well so far. Fredericks off, Luzhnik on that right-hand side. I think we're going to have to make numerous changes. But I don't know where. That's the problem. We're going to take Weston off and bring on Sissoko. And you're going to be a target man on attack. Even though you want to be on support, we need to go and get goals. Costanzo boosts it forward. Plazak with a header. Richard is there into Cooper. And Cooper can't do anything. Let's also get our wing-backs slightly more forward by making them complete wing-backs and pushing them up a little bit higher. And see if that helps us out at all. I don't think it's going to. But maybe it's a chance for Volpato to come on for his debut. Although, really, I should probably take Garbutt off. But we're going to do Volpato for Charsley. And we're going to put Harris up there, who can play it a little bit better. And Volpato can be a deep line playmaker on support, replacing roaming playmaker Harris, who's going to go off. But obviously, Charsley was the man that came off, not Harris. Get creative, come on. Come on, we need to get this sorted. Let's go a little bit more direct. Let's hit some early crosses in. Let's distribute it quickly to the flanks. Let's push really high up and get stuck in. And go from there, I guess. 15 minutes to go. We've had 2 shots in the whole game. This is a dreadful performance. Luzhnig heads it away, but Cooper picks it up. He's got a bit of space. Gives it back out to right. Right into the box and shoots. It's a good tackle by Costanzo, and it goes behind for a corner. And we have done nothing in this game. Absolutely nothing. Right over the corner. Swings it in, and Humphreys gets his head to it. Young's there. It's blocked, and Luzhnig gets it away. Wright picks it up all the way over to Conley. Conley's got a bit of space. Shoots over the bar. They're making 3 subs with about 10 minutes to go. Colvin out wide to Cooper. That's a good ball. He'll keep it in. Cooper for Bolton swings it in. Is that a foul? It is a foul. Someone's just come and absolutely annihilated their striker. Number 21 for Bolton, Brockbank, has sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that is game, set, match, you would think now. Second goal of the season for him as well. So 2 goals from the centre-backs, I think. Was it? I think it was Brockback and Colvin were the centre-backs, if I remember rightly. But it's been a pretty terrible performance, in all honesty. Absolutely shocking. And it's going to have to make me go back and think about tactics, because I'm wondering, is it the end? Is it the end of the 3-5-2 wing-back formation? Do we go to something a bit more traditional? I mean, we haven't really got the players to play a winged formation because I haven't bought wingers for years. But Richard holds the ball into BT. He's tackled, but it's the full-time whistle. 2-0 to Bolton. They very much deserve it. Goals from their centre-backs make it... no, I'm not going to say that. I'm far from pleased. That's the sort of team we need to be matching, really, if we're going to have hopes of automatic promotion this year. But yeah, we've still got game in hand, so a win could massively still take us up the table quite a lot. Bolton eased the victory. Pato comes on and makes his debut, and Weston is on a goal drought of 5 hours, so probably shouldn't have started him. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't really got wingers in the team. We've got fullbacks, we've got centre-backs, we've got central midfielders, and we've got strikers. So, I don't know, maybe a flat 4-3-3? Maybe a 4-3-1-2? That might work. A 4-3-1-2 might work. Yeah, I'll have a think. But if you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like and let me know question of the day, where are we going to finish? Who's the best signing? And what is your favourite type of muffin? There you go. 3 questions of the day in 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far and you're going to answer those questions, put them down in the comments below. But thank you for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.